Good evening. How are we all? It's not so bad. Hey Jared, hey Yamas. Ah, fair enough. Yamas, thanks for checking in, mate. Have a good day at work. Work in the snow, yeah, well. I have the exact opposite problem. Yeah, that's all good, Yamas. You'll get around to it. I'm sure I'll have plenty more live streams in the future. I'm always asleep when you have your live streams. Hey Ben, evening. Here we go. Should mark the top, shouldn't I? Which one's going to be the top? Let's check fit first. I think it's to there. So that's the top. Beautiful. Hey Stefan, hey Nathan. Is it Tuesday again in the future land? Not quite. It's Monday night. It's 9:22 of Monday night. Looks like there's a slight bulge. How are we all? Oof. Top. Okay. Needs a little bit off from that side. Morning, nope. No, I'm not up so early. I'm up late, man. I'm late. Well, I'm not actually up that late yet. It's only almost 9:30. Did Monday suck? Yeah, kinda. Mondays, man. Mondays did suck. There was some good points and some bad points. It wasn't the worst Monday I've ever had. That was last week's Monday. Last week's Monday can suck my dick. But, yeah, this week's Monday, yeah. I ran out of meds. That's never good. I try to go before I run out. Gotta be really careful how many strokes I go. Hey, Jared. See you later, mate. Have a good one. Hey, Ed. How you going? I'm getting my guard on. Quite literally. Putting guards on knives. Where's that one? Yep. Painfully slow process, this one. But also terrifyingly quick, because I'm using 1 mil thick brass. Imperial Guard. You mean the best fighting force in the galaxy, of course. That's of course what you meant. Ave Imperator. AKA Wall of Guns, which is exactly why they're the best fighting force in the galaxy. Yeah, I don't get migraines, for which I thank my lucky stars. But I do know people who get them, obviously. Nathan being one of them. And from what I've heard, they suck. It's one thing I can do without. File and check fit. File and check fit. Contact. Contact. Okay. Actually, where are we contacting? Again? Contacting there. And we're contacting like the whole thing. So okay. So we go this side. We remove a little. This stream should be called Sam Catches Up on Work He Should Have Done Today. Oh yeah, no way, that's always fun. Hey Paul, how you going? Ooh, that was a good one. It's always nice and frightening when you get it to slide up quite a ways. Now I'm getting full contact with the tang, which is good. As long as I don't fuck with it, it should be fine. Even file passes at this point. Number 2 cut needle file. Very useful. What would be even more useful would be a mill. But I don't have a mill, so number 2 cut needle file is what I got. And I need new needle files. God damn it. These ones are getting worn out. Don't remind me, please, Paul. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm glad I don't get them. You have my sympathy. Do not remind me, Paul, please. I've had bad enough panic attacks as it is. Trying to race. Race to get it done. Isn't that always the way, Alex? Well, Alex already knows, but for those of you who don't, I've decided that I am not going to be going for my AKG full merding membership. As of right now. Like, I'll probably will later in the year, but given that I lost close to a week with, everything that happened last week, and I have a friend coming over tomorrow, and my mental health just isn't the greatest right now. In order to give myself the care I need, I've decided that I can't afford to put that stress on myself. I'm having a hard enough time dealing with the idea of filling a table for Nisha, so the AKG is going to have to take the back burner for a little while. Okay, so we've got more material on the bottom than we do on the top. So it's just a self-preservation thing. Yeah, it'll get done. Oh, I have no doubt it'll get done. I will be a full voting member of the AKG at some point. But for now, I need to prioritize taking care of my own mental and physical health, getting myself back to a place where I'm able to be productive without losing my mind. And so that means putting less stress on myself. Doesn't mean I'm working any less hard. It just means that I'm not killing myself trying to make precision quality test knives among the other knives that I want to make. Because as much as I value that's it. You gotta put the mask on yourself before you put the mask on anyone else. So yeah, I'm still going to be working on PKS stuff, much like I did last year, but it's just not going to have that little extra, panic of trying to get stuff done for the AKG test at the same time. Oh, that's why. I can afford to remove a little bit more from the bottom than I can from the top. Yeah. You order a knife from Alex, did you? What are you doing? You're ordering a knife from Alex and not from me? Not like you haven't, bought half a dozen hammers from me or anything. Let's see how we're going. Yep. I appreciate that Alex can actually have some time on my stream for once. Rather than just popping in to give me shit and then leaving again. Alright, Alex. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. You get some sleep. God knows you need beauty rest. I don't look this good by mistake. Sit and file a hammer like I do my knives. Oh man, you'd be putting a lot of work into your hammers. They'd be good hammers. The reason I'm being so circumspect is because this is going to be the transition piece between the guard and the blade. Fred Bergman, good morning to Michigan. Good evening from Australia. Yeah, getting up early always sucks, Alex, but it's for a good cause. Or so you need to tell yourself. Helps you sleep better at night. Alright. That's from the top. File and check fit. Also kind of screwed myself by being circumspect with the amount of brass that I cut out. I basically cut out exactly the amount I needed from the plate that I bought. It's a rather large plate. No, they're not diamond files. They're just straight needle files. I bought them from Jant's Knife Making over in the US. They're fine needle files. 0 and 2 cut files. Hi Joseph. Yes, we're staying. Well, I'm staying safe over here. I'm in the western part of Australia, so we don't actually have as big of an issue with the fires as our eastern states brethren. fortunately. We did have a fire just down the road from us today, but that was put out pretty quickly, so the fires are on the ball at the moment. Sanjin the Brave. Well, if I can help remind you to do some work in the shed, then all the better. Though you're also welcome to hang out in the live stream and talk shit with us. That is also acceptable. Now, hand sand a spoon. Is it a wooden spoon or a steel spoon? Or some form of non-ferrous metal spoon? Because, you know, those are things too. Talking of non-ferrous metals. Wish I wasn't so anal retentive with the amount of amount of leeway I would give myself. Because a lot of the time when I'm fitting up a guard, what I'll do is I'll oversize the material I'm going to cut the guard out of, and then I'll put the guard slot relatively central, file one side of the slot until it perfectly mates with the tang, and then I'll only widen from one side so that I can, you know, not have to flip the guard back and forth. But because I used about the same size steel spoon with a hidden shank and a black walnut handle, sounds nice. The two cuts are really good for this final stage. Though they're quite fine, they don't remove a lot of material, so you don't have to panic about overcutting, which is the thing I panic about. Where am I binding? I wish the tissue wasn't in the way. Where am I binding? I think I'm binding. Hey, Curtis. Don't pay attention to the chat at the moment. You're being dingleberries. You're driving away new viewers. Binding at the bottom there, just a little, because it's not square. Okay, it's binding at the top. Scintillating work. Morn evening. No, for the vest buoy. And it's not. This isn't the guard. This is the faux habaki. Faux is in FAUX. It's in false. It's not really a habaki, but it's representative thereof. Hey Joel, hey Jake. Yes, this is an impromptu stream. I'm prone to these when I'm getting up to when I'm leading up to nice shows. Ooh, no, that's not good. Don't do that. May have made a big boo-boo. If I did, it's all your guys' faults. And now the puns come out. Man, don't tell me it's loose. It's very loose. Oh, fudge sticks. Of course there is. Vegemite is friggin' awesome. Don't let anyone tell you different. Not so much a burr as a swelling of the tang just before. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bulge just before the shoulder, which is not good. Because if I've shaped it to fit over the swell, then when it meets the face, it's not going to be in line. Balancing on.
Burrs just make the epoxy hold on.
Yeah, well, I normally leave my tangs quite rough, but in this case, it's not a burr, it's swelling of the guard material, of the tang material, I should say. I'm wondering if belting that with a hammer is going to help me at all. Because something just tells me that shoulder's fucked. Maybe if I follow. Okay, yep. Okay, now just a little light. Knowing my luck, this is all I'm going to get to do on this live stream, and then I'm going to have to do like all of my guard fitting tomorrow. Yeah, you could do that. The problem is that the peen won't really solve the gap problem. All the peen will do is hold the guard on. If you got gaps in your fit up, then you need to fix them. Or it'll just look like shit. And, you know, if you're comfortable with having a knife that looks like shit, then that's cool. I am not comfortable with that. Why is there a line? Help if my glove shoulders clean. Yep. When I talk to Dee tomorrow, first thing I'm going to ask her is how to get a perfect guard fit up. Hey, Bob. Got a -2 file. Yeah, I wish. That would be nice. Now I have a problem. Because most knife makers that aren't me would probably call that good. But they're not me. And I am a fucking anal retentive. And can't handle it. I can't handle it, guys. I can't handle it. I just can't hack it. I don't like it. Make it go away. Well, you could if it wasn't a millimeter thick brass. There's not much material to peen. And that's not the problem. It's my goddamn shoulders. Perfect is the enemy of the good, this is true, but better is the road to perfect. And if you're not aiming for better, you're not aiming for perfect. better is important. And this is like all my other guard fits. Loose. So loose guard fit. There is still a slight hump behind that. Is it on both sides? Yeah, it is on both sides. There it is. Okay. Well, that's a spacer down. Used vegetable oil is normally okay. Silver solder would be an option if I hadn't already heat treated this knife. I could use soft solder, and I have done before on previous knives, but I don't like soldering my guards. Yeah, I don't like soldering guards at the best of times. Unless it's done really well, and I'm not a really good solderer, so I wouldn't do a good job anyway. Well, that wasn't my toe this time. I've just got to suck it up and start again. That is my life. But, thankfully, because I have, in my infinite wisdom, decided to pull back from applying for full voting membership at the AKG, I now have the time and the patience required I ground this tang today to taper it, but I had a feeling that when I filed the tang shoulders, I'd filed in at an angle a little bit, which I just confirmed that I did. So now I have to fix that problem, which is what I'm doing with this needle file. Saddest thing is this blade's hand sanded to 1200 grit. Use JB Weld. Ugh. See ya, Curtis. Hell no, I am not using frickin' JB Weld. I have seen knife makers that have done that. Makes my blood boil. I once saw a knife maker that used the thermoplastic, the fake wax seal off a Maker's Mark bottle, which is actually a thermoplastic, it's not actually wax. He used that to fill a gap between his handle and his blade. Called it an artistic touch. He was certainly touched in the head. I think that does it. Exactly, yeah. That's precisely right, Sergeant. You have to take pride in your work. Still a bump there. I am thinking I might have to go back and throw a file guide on this biatch and refile the shoulders. No time like the present. If I can avoid scraping the blade, I'll be happy. I might be able to put it on with this tissue paper on there and protect it. Let's see. could be bad. Oh no, it was Artistic Touch. It's on a YouTube video. It's definitely just because of laziness, but he claimed it was artistic license. And it's sad, because it's actually a guy that I kind of enjoy watching. Guilty pleasure. And before anyone asks, it wasn't it wasn't Alex Steele. It definitely wasn't Alec. Yes, artistically lazy, yes. That's correct. Definitely takes that whole saying, it's not a fuck up, it's a feature, a little too seriously. Well, you say that, Dogbone, but there's a difference between crazy, but... No, it's the Pope's shirt, Bob. It's the Pope's shirt. Stole it from his closet. It's very holy. Interested to see how much of a pain in the posterior this becomes. Oh, I wonder if one of these fit. Knowing my luck, it's the one that's missing. I almost guarantee it. All these bloody Allen wrenches and none of them fit. Ugh. I literally have 6 of the same Allen wrench. Yes, most of my shirts look like this. Some of them are even worse. I tend to, I just got for Christmas a whole bunch of new shirts. Those will not be coming shop shirts. Mainly because my wife would kill me. Back in a second, guys. When Allen wrenches don't work, you use the vice grips. This is a really good set of vice grips. This set was actually given to me by Diane. Belonged to her father. Don't think this is gonna work. Don't think this is gonna work. I'm gonna have to take the, yeah, I'm gonna have to take it off. Goddamn. Hoping I could be lazy. But no. No, you gotta make me work. God darn it. See you, Sanjan. Oh yeah, you definitely don't want to wear. You definitely don't want to wear like polyester in the workshop. Cotton or wool is good, but yeah, avoid polyester mixes. Now they they don't just ignite; they melt. Like cotton will burn, but polyester ignites and then melts to your skin. Looks like napalm. It's great stuff. Don't ask me how I know what napalm looks like. Yeah, singlet. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. I have an entire drawer full of shop rags that used to be my shirts. I'm hoping I can go back to like 1200 grit when this is over. Back it off, tighten it up, tighten it up. Back it off. Oh god. File guides are like the bane of my existence. They're fantastic tools, but god damn they irritate me sometimes. Especially when I'm trying to get them just so and they don't want to stay still. Right. Oh, wearing a kilt's quite traditional. Yeah, leather welding jacket. Yeah, I mean, as much as a leather welding jacket sounds like a great idea, honestly, I'd probably kill him. I'd probably die of overheating if I worked in the workshop in a leather welding jacket. But kilts, actually, funnily enough, were developed by a blacksmith. The short kilt, not the great kilt. But the short kilt was originally invented by an Englishman, an English blacksmith, who loved wearing the plaid, but um, loved wearing the plaid, but couldn't wear the whole thing. Oh, Fowler, yeah. Old Gregory. Or are we talking about Mark Fowler? Sorry. I might have got my Fowlers mixed up. Oh, Stephen. Oh, there's another Fowler. Stephen Fowler? Oh, yeah, okay, I'm with you. I know too many Fowlers. That's not it. That's Barco. Oh, that's heavy. Scaly. Hey, Curiosity. The flamberge, yeah. It does have 3 pieces. So it has the 2 guide blocks, which are the hardened steel plates, and then it's got the screw block on the back. So the screws are actually pin screws, so they've got cylinders, and then it's got a threaded end on the other side. So the cylindrical portion of the screw fits. It's a machined fit with the guide blocks, and then the screw block is just a chunk of steel with some tapped holes in it to hold them all together. Makes for a very accurate fit up. One thing I love about this specific file being a hand smooth file is that it's just so sharp on the corners. It's really easy to get good, sharp, 90-degree angles with it. This is where I went wrong last time, because I filed in like that first with the file flat. Getting paid to watch live streams. Yes, I'm filing my butt off and yeah, dropping stuff. And redoing stuff that I should have done properly the first time, but, you know, I was too lazy to do it properly the first time. So, I am you know, reaping what I sowed. Oh, sounds good, Nope. Hope you have fun doing that. Have a good nap. Tempted to just use the barcode, which is safe edged, but it's not 90 degrees safe edged, which is painful. I use this to give myself a bit of a back taper. What's the bet now I've done this on this one, that all the other ones that I filed the shoulders on the other day will be just as bad. Well, that sounds like a whole bunch of fun, Alan. kill for some cool weather at the moment. Let's see if I can get a shoulder established. Beginning to understand why Kyle does this with a frickin' mill. Cut in. There we go. Get out of there. I'm doing exactly what I said I wasn't going to do and creating a step again. Damn it, Samuel. Oh, man. Okay. I need my safe edged file because this ain't going nowhere. Just gotta find out where that safe edged file is. If any of you spot it, could you let me know? Find it? You guys are no use. Where could it have gone? Was it 90? I need a 90-degree safe edge. That's not a 90-degree safe edge. All good. It's all good. I'll make do. You tried. It's it's the thought that counts. This is why I need a fucking mill. Pardon my French. That would be the non-safe edge. Putain de merde. Excuse my French. And to anyone who speaks French, my apologies for butchering your beautiful language. Anyway. What's that, Sam? You're using an engraving chisel to cut your freaking shoulders in? You're goddamn right I am. It's a single tooth file. That's all it is. Gah. Takes a bit more effort than a bloody file does there. Two-in-one lathe mill combo for 175 US. Hell no. I've looked at the Amazon ones. Unfortunately, they don't ship to Australia, much like everything else. But from what I've seen of the reviews, they're actually not terrible for small tasks. And the Harbour Freight mini mill gets a pretty good rap. Again, don't deal in Australia. Because, you know, why would they? This is Australia we're talking about. Why would anyone want to sell anything to us? If I find out later on that, like, the secret to this is using your engraving chisel, I'm going to be very pissed. I've wasted years of my life. Not quite, but it feels like it some days. Yes. Well, if you ever do get one, Fred, please let me know, because I'd love to find out. For that price, I might even pay you to ship one to me, despite the ridiculous shipping costs, if it's worth it. See, this side is far more reasonable. This I don't have to do anything to. I'm just going to have a gap there. Is that actually what's happening? Yeah, I actually want one of those. Unfortunately, again, they don't ship them to Australia. The reason I want one is because it would be a really good traveling anvil, and also I really like German pattern anvils, so... But it's okay if it's out of stock, because I could never get one anyway. And it just means you assholes don't have to have one either. Just kidding. Hopefully it comes back in stock soon. It looks like a pretty good beginner anvil. Oh, this is a lot of work. Okay, note to self, need to buy like 3 more of these Trojan fine files, purely for their awesomeness. And I need to organize to cut some 90-degree. What is the $300 lathe? Yeah, Fred, I feel you on that one, buddy. That's been the story of my life. At this stage, the trip to the States to get my journeyman is looking less and less likely as it stands. Because unless a miracle happens, I'm not going to have the money. Cold hard truth. Yeah. Yeah. Good old scrapyard metal dealers. They're normally a pretty good source for that kind of thing. I'm doing this wrong. I know I'm doing this wrong. Here we have a native Sam Town's Bladesmith losing its fucking marbles as he desperately scrabbles for some form of normalcy. I don't know if I can do this. Going to be spending an afternoon with spending a morning with a journeyman smith tomorrow, D. Hedges. She and I have been friends for a while, but I've never gone up to see her, so I'm going to spend an afternoon or a morning with her, and I'm hoping she can blast me with some wisdom, because at this stage, I'm losing my mind. I don't know, guys. Yeah. Yeah, it should be good. Looking forward to it. What have I done wrong? On this side, I can see. Oh my giddy aunt. I'm literally sweating right now. Pretty badly. Oh. Yeah, originally was D was gonna have a look at my my AKG test knives, but seeing that I haven't finished a knife yet, that's not going to be part of the game anymore. So instead, I'm going to go up there and hang out and hopefully get her to drop some truth bombs on me. As it comes to knife making, because of all the processes in knife making, there is only one that stumps me. And that is getting a perfectly seamless guard fit. I know the theory. I know what I should do, and I should expect, but I have never managed it in my life. And I don't like accepting second best. I give up. Anyway, it's 10:30. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm a little bit pissed at myself at the moment. That one goes in the fail drawer. Tomorrow's another day. I would love to be able to get down to Bruce's workshop, man, but I can't even afford the fuel to get there. I can't afford Bruce's time. Yeah, thanks, Alan. Sorry, guys. End on a shit note, but yeah, it's just there's not really much point in continuing if I'm at this stage, because the more frustrated you get, the more likely you are to make mistakes, and I don't want to make any more mistakes because, well, I just don't want to have to bother with that shit. Yeah, I'll have to talk to you about that. I don't really know anything I could trade in for, but I will talk to you about that off stream. Anyway, guys, have a good night. I'll see you again soonish. Wednesday.